Hello and welcome inside another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. My name is Zach Marks. Please be bringing you this one from the Centennial Civic Center Arena in Lloydminster, Alberta, where the 12-9, 2-1 Sherwood Park Crusaders are getting set to take on the 10-14, 1-1 Lloydminster Bobcats. Now it's the tail end of a 5-game road trip for Sherwood Park. They will finish off this weekend. They started it off with a 3-3 last weekend down south, and now they'll finish it off here tonight against the Lloydminster Bobcats, and then tomorrow night in Fort McMurray for a date with the Oil Barons. After this road trip comes to an end, 6 games remain on the Crusaders' schedule leading into the Christmas break. 4 of those will take place at the Randy Rosen rink starting December 7th. And Sherwood Park gets set for a little bit more of a home schedule favorably for the Crusaders over the next couple of months. As Sherwood Park, 10 of their last 12 games have been on the road coming into tonight. Now, the Crusaders did make a pair of trades earlier on this afternoon as 2002 goaltender Max Prasma was traded to the Calgary Canucks in exchange for future considerations. And then Ryan Manzella comes over from the Bonnyville Pontiacs also for future considerations as Sherwood Park gets a little bit younger in net as Eric Roost and Ryan Manzella, the new tandem. It will be Roost here this evening in Lloydminster for Sherwood Park as Roost played 2 out of 3 last weekend, including the win in Canmore, where he faced over 50 shots in a 4-3 win. Meanwhile, if we look at the lineup card, Luke Monroe will make his Crusaders debut. Kieran Gately returns to the lineup after missing the last 2 due to a suspension and a much-needed boost in the forward cores. Logan Howard returns to the lineup. He will be on the right wing, 4th line right wing to be exact, in his first game back for Sherwood Park. Now let's head to the pregame interview with head coach Evan McFeeters about how he feels being on the road as much as they have been over the last month. Joined now in Crusaders pregame by head coach Evan McFeeters. Evan, back on the road, 4th consecutive road game for the team after last weekend's 3-3. What's the message going into this one?
Feels like we've been on the road here for the entire season. I think this will be, at the end of this trip here, it'll be 10 of our last 12 games on the road and all over, not just the northern part of the province, the southern part of the province, 3-3s, 3 2.5 days. Was just, for us, it's just back to the norm. We have a good couple of days of practices at home, but most of it's been managing the workload with our players being on the road so much and with the bodies that we have here. But for us, it's just another part of what we have to go through at the start of the year. We're not complaining about it. We're going to try to rally around the difficult schedule we've got, the amount of bodies we have out here. We've got another AP coming up to give him an opportunity, Bronson Seymour, so I think he's excited to get going. He'll add a little bit of energy and life to us. But for us, it's just another road game. I think we're so used to playing on the road since I think 80% of our schedule has been away from the Randy Rosen. So I think tonight's just another opportunity for us to get 2 points and before the Christmas break here.
Now, you and I have talked at length over the course of the season, on camera, off camera, about the injury bug affecting the Crusaders this season. You get Logan Howard back. How big is it to start getting some of the bodies back into the lineup?
Morale is massive. I think when you just keep losing important players from your team, and it's just another gut punch after another gut punch. And our guys have done a really good job of rallying around it. If you look at our record and what we've had to go through for the first, say, 3 months of this season, we go back to training camp with a new coaching staff, a lot of turnover in the players, and then just trying to establish who we are as the Crusaders. And then you go into a pretty good month of hockey in October, and then we start losing bodies in this intense month of travel in November. I think we're happy with where we are. But we want to obviously strive for more, and just getting Logan back into the lineup is just massive for the guys in the dressing room to see an important piece, a leader, come back from a tough injury. And for him to come out and play tonight is big for us. It's going to give us a boost here that we're desperately needing.
Last weekend, we saw 4 APs, just 3 of them in the forward core. Tonight, you got Luke Monroe, new addition coming over from the BCHL. What should Crusaders fans expect from him tonight?
Yeah, I think for us, we try to identify a specific type of player to come into our lineup. It wasn't an easy acquisition to make, but Luke brings a good stick. He can shoot the puck. It was probably as good as anyone on our team. He's very cerebral. He's smart. He can keep plays alive. And I think for us, we need to add a little bit more offense. We need to add a little bit more pop on the power play here with so many of our older guys out. So he brings some veteran experience. He played in the Maritimes League last year, played it to the finals, was over a point-a-game player in that league, and then went into the BC League here and was clipping at about a point-a-game pace in Langley. So he's got an offensive background, which we're hoping we can instill into our top 6 here and into our power play.
Second time you've seen the Lloydminster Bobcats this season. First one came in Game 3 of the regular season. How much or little can you take from that game and apply it here tonight?
Yeah, it feels like an eternity ago. This is only our second time facing them, even though they're in our division. Just goes to show you how much we've been traveling here. And I don't think you can take much from that game on whatever it was, September 20th. I mean, we were still trying to find ourselves as a team back then. We've had some roster turnover since. But I think what we're going to move forward here is that this is just game one of game two on the road, or a two-game road trip here. And we want these 2 points. This is the game that we've been focusing on throughout the entire week here. We want to get a good start against the Bobcats. I think they've been going back and forth in the last couple of weeks of their season, so I think for us a good start is going to be important for our whole road trip.
All right, thanks for this. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, Zach.
And that'll do it for another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. Puck drop is 7 p.m. from the Centennial Civic Center Arena right here in Lloydminster, Alberta. You can catch the action on Hockey TV. For all of us in the Crusaders organization, we will see you at puck drop.